Hi, and welcome to the show. Again, we thank God that you can view the show, whether it's in your living room, your bedroom, your kitchen, even your den, any other area in your home. We're excited to bring you D.A.P Ministry Presents. I'm your host, the Reverend Willie Williams Jr. Excited about the information that we're going to give to you. Excited about this new year and all the festivities. We have celebrated a great legend in our own time, Dr. Martin Luther King, thanking God for his march and the struggle of civil rights, as well as other opportunities that he's afforded us because of his stand for justice. Again, we always say to those that are visiting, family members that are visiting, as well as tourists, go down to the Lower Ninth Ward and see the devastation, but imagine the restoration that the Lord will do. And it is a blessing, because I tell people I'm often down there, and just recently went down there, Caffin and Claiborne. They've already erected a multi-purpose center. It's going to be able to service the people in the community. There's, I think, a fire station as well as police station, senior citizen, and I don't know what else, but it's a great move to bring people back in their community, to make them feel at home. Again, we thank God for our co-host, the Reverend Darrell Smith, also known as D.K. Smith, 9:40 a.m. on your radio dial, and he has a saying that goes like this.
Well, from 3 p.m. to 7 p.m., I'll take you home in style with a smile.
And we call him the PM Pastor because he has his finger on the pulse of what's taking place locally, nationally, and globally. He can tell you what's happening. He even say every now and then he has the hookup.
Yeah, take my line. Well, I tell you what, there's a lot of things going on. And if you're listening, looking online, remind you that you can check out this and other shows on YouTube. Use the search engine for D.A.P, D.A.P Ministries TV show, and you'll see this and other shows. Also, give you insight on some of the things that's going on. We're on Facebook. I'm gonna have to start promoting that more. You know, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the pictures that we have from the YouTube and I'm gonna put them on our Facebook page, so that way we could have more people to check it out.
What do you call that? Friend us?
Yeah. They can friend us and everything. Now, I wanted to make mention of something also before I do an announcement, before we have our guest. You know, I was born in the Lower Nine, born on Shelby.
It sounds like you was born by the river.
By the river, yeah.
Yeah.
And well, just this Martin Luther King Technology School that's down there on Caffin and Claiborne.
That's right.
I went to McCarty.
I did too.
Yeah, when it was McCarty,
yeah.
I went there. And so I just remember the flagpole, that they had there. And even back then, and I guess call it hindsight, insight, whatever like that, even back then, I was pretending that I was marrying couples, I said, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was acting like a little preacher saying, dearly beloved, we're gathered here, And look, I was just pretending, but
look what happened.
Look what happened. Yeah.
See what happened when you pretend?
Yeah. But
only imagine.
Yeah, only imagine. But I'm thinking about it because that was back then, and I wouldn't have thought that I would be doing what I'm doing now. So, but the Lord maybe was preparing me for that and everything.
Yeah. Were you one of the students that used to raise the flag and take down the flag?
No.
Yeah,
No. Embarrassed enough to say I was one of the ones who threw things down the girls' dresses, raised their dresses up, and threw things down their back. I was a bad boy, and that's why I said I didn't think I'd be a preacher. No, seriously, I was a bad boy. Oh God!
God bless you.
Oh,
I'm glad the Lord called you to ministry.
I was put in, what they call that, not contempt, but sitting in the corner.
They call it timeout.
Timeout, yeah.
But they wasn't calling that.
I sat in the corner so much.
They used to call it the dunce area.
Thank you. That's what it was.
You weren't.
I was a dunce, but thank God.
The Lord brought you from a mighty long way.
That's why I say no. I didn't raise the flag and everything. I'm just being honest. Now let me say something else.
You got an announcement?
Yeah, I have an announcement for those kids who are not dunces, and for those who have who want to do things after school. The Second Mount Calvary Community Development Corporation, which is located at 2712 Willow Street. Well, they have free. Did I say free?
Free.
Hey.
One of your favorite words.
Free tutorial services Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 3 to 6 p.m. And they have academic specialists, counseling as needed, also dealing with domestic violence, substance abuse, Youth Intervision, could have used that when I was young.
You needed it.
Yeah, computer lessons, games, free field trips. Here's another of my favorite words: free food and fun. Plus, they have daily snacks for each day. And it's Dr. Robert Myers, CEO, and Sister Beulah Piper, Executive Director. And again, that's at the Second Mount Calvary Community Development Corporation. Need more information? Write this number down. Give you an opportunity to get a pen. It's 504-475-5118. That's 504-475-5118 for the Development Corporation with the Second Mount Calvary Community. And of course, again, that's at 2712 Willow Street. So I just wanted to emphasize that there's hope for these youngsters, even though I was a bad boy.
The Lord had his hand on you. God bless you.
Now wait, before I introduce my guest, I got to say this. I'm still bad. I'm born again and delivered. Hallelujah.
You know how to clean it up.
I'm born again and delivered. Well, our guest deals with youth. He's a speaker, he's a counselor, and he's a motivational speaker, a counselor, and a consultant. Doctor, I'm going to say, is it doctor?
Habibullah Saleem.
There you go. He introduced himself. Okay. Well, we're glad to have you here. And tell us a little about what you do and how long you've been doing it.
Well, I wanted to make sure youngsters in classrooms were not going to be bored.
Mm-hmm.
Many of our youngsters, they just disappear if they think education is boring. So I had to come up with a strategy once I got out of college, because I had sat through some boring sessions myself.
Some lecturers, huh?
I had sat through some. I said, man, it has to be something better than this. Now, I was excited about baseball because I was going to play professional baseball.
Okay.
And baseball, you had that freedom. Come on, man, let's go. We're going to do it. Let's get it done. Let's get it done. And if you didn't speak up, you couldn't play.
Yeah.
You couldn't play. You had to be heard by the coach, you know? So I took that when I tore ligaments in my arm at Benedict College in Columbia, South Carolina in 1964. I was going to go play professional baseball. Tore ligaments in my arm. So I ended up saying, I'm going into the classrooms. I'm going to play baseball in school, in the classrooms. So I found out that youngsters were not as motivated as they should be, so I started doing theater. And then I came across a young man who had put together a program called Action Reading, which was phonics. And he taught me about how to use those phonics to the extent, and I helped him complete the development of his program.
Okay.
So now I'm tutoring youngsters when parents who are serious. If they're serious, I know how to get those youngsters to read 2 and 3 grade levels in 1 year. And so the whole idea is motivation. It says, with the working habits of a small ant, we don't believe in a word like can't. We will, we have, we shall, we must. Now these are the words we've learned to trust. And do you know success is from our attitude? So we must come to class in a very positive mood. With trust and proper education, we all will grow. It gives us answers when we don't know. So in this day and time, there's no time to cry. But with proper education, that's the best way to get high.
Come on now.
So you have to think, or
Yeah.
you will shrink, and then you will sink. They say you have to have faith, you have to have faith, you have to have faith. So what I'm doing now is working to get into schools and classrooms and motivate and inspire teachers, inspire parents, and in such a way that we don't kill the spirit of the minds of our youngsters. There are a lot of youngsters on the streets being shot down.
Yeah.
But you know how many youngsters are being shot down in classrooms every day?
Oh.
Being shot down. Man, their spirit is gone. People yell at them, they scream at them, they put them out, put them under the desk, just all kinds of things. Put them under the desk, you know?
I've been there, yeah.
So that's why I was so happy with the term D.A.P Ministries.
Uh-huh.
They say
Delinquency
alternative program.
Program.
And I wrote something. I wanted to show my respect for the fact that the two of you, Smith and Williams, allowed me to come on this show.
All right.
Because people need to know about whatever talent we have. One day I want to come back with some youngsters. I have some youngsters. But it says D.A.P Ministries, ministering the mind of those in need, causing many people to effectively believe, sharing great knowledge, sharing the truth. D.A.P Ministries committed to produce, relating to our elders as well as our young, speaking kind words with our God-given tongue. It's about achieving, it's about D.A.P, providing what's missing with a brand new map. education, economics, it really doesn't matter. D.A.P Ministries for climbing the ladder. No longer delinquent, no longer out of bounds. D.A.P Ministries awesomely profound. Uplifting many families, the essence of living. D.A.P Ministries constantly giving. It's about charity, it's about love. D.A.P Ministries soaring above foolish violence as well as crime. D.A.P Ministries developing the mind.
I like that. Can we have that?
Well, sure you can have it. I went and checked your bank account the other day. You understand? There's nowhere in the world you won't be able to pay for this.
Well, I tell you what,
No.
I'm not going to let him say nothing, but you motivated me. That mean,
That is motivating.
You
That is
motivated
motivating.
me. And really, I'm gonna say, I want to take over what Pastor Williams is saying, but it humbles me to know that we're doing such a great work in the community because we do it because it has to be done. But when it's recognized, and when it's recognized, it really humbles you.
You know, the thing that I look for, by all means, this is yours.
We're going to take it.
By all means, this is
We're going
yours.
to take it and we're going to frame it.
Hey, look, just don't frame it like they do at the police station. People get framed every day.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one, yeah.
But anyway, the whole idea is like I work with youngsters and I'll say the word study.
Mm-hmm.
It says there's a D in the word study, there's a U, there's a T, and a Y.
Mm-hmm.
It says it's your duty.
Come on now.
It's your duty to study.
That's all right, man.
And then in the word study, you have D-U-S-T, dust. So it said, why is dust in the word study? It said, because we must move from dust to industry. We must move from dust to industry. Study. And then we have a word like restraint. Staying out of trouble. Restraint. It says rest, strain, train, ain't. Ain't gonna have no rest until we train ourselves to keep the strain off of us.
I got to stop you right now because we got to go to break. When we come back, we're going to let you talk a little bit more because I'm inspired.
Yes, sir.
Because we've been doing it for years. Thank God you've been doing it. And I think you see the focus of training the young children so they can not only see the vision, but they can receive and catch the vision. We're going to go to break. When we come back, we're going to be talking back to Habibullah, and he has some great information for us. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Poor nutrition today will increase Sarah's chances of anemia, add to her healthcare costs, sick days, even stunt her ability to learn. And the thing is, Sarah's not even born yet. Get proper nutrition before it's too late. Call or visit WIC. WIC provides nutrition information, healthcare referrals, even food. Your child has you, and you have WIC.
Mrs. Johnson, good to see you again. This is Mike. You can trust him. He looks just like you. Plus, 2 against 1 is more intimidating when we force someone to sign a loan.
And I'll be sucking up to you in order to keep up the illusion.
So, here are your low monthly payments and interest rate as we promised. Here's where they triple. The rest of this stuff, I don't think a lawyer can read this. It protects us. Make sure we get your home when you can't pay us back.
Such a lovely house.
Yeah. But don't worry. We're going to sell you credit life insurance. You don't really need it, but
Puts lots of cash in our pockets.
you look nervous. We better hurry and get you to sign. Or I'll pretend to ruin your credit with one phone call.
Predatory lenders are never this easy to spot. Call us and protect yourself with the facts.